welcome to the video. I want to talk about Gevo. Now, Gevo is something that I take serious when it comes to the future look at what a green energy renewable company could look like in the future. Now, if you're new to Gevo and you don't exactly know what they do, they're pretty much their bread and butter of what they do to bring in income is that they take farm elements like corn, starch, things like that, and they turn it into jet fuel. Yes, jet fuel. And one of their main consumers / customers is American Airlines. But this is a very big growing company. They are doing a lot to grow. And if and when this new look into the future with renewable energy companies really start to take off, I think, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty confident that Gevo is going to be right in the middle of that. And right now, these are very cheap prices for Gevo. But we're going to be here for a second, waiting for something to really happen here, especially when we need to go into a double digit. So when we get into August here, first of all, Gevo is probably going to show some signs of moving up. We could very well see Gevo break into the $7 to $8 range. Right now, Gevo is struggling, just like the rest of pretty much the market. Everything is taking a hit right now. We are in a downward slide right now with the market, and Gevo is following suit with that. Now, these quarterlies are going to be very interesting because Gevo has had a pretty interesting, from right now to last year, had a pretty interesting year. From stock offerings to making a whole new plant, they are doing a lot. They are pushing and making their company into a bigger and broader span. But this is taking a lot of money too, which they have from the stock offerings they took not too long ago. And they're using that money to build and to spread their company. So these are all big good things, but these are growing pains, and these are things that take time. And that's one thing that a lot of investors don't like. They don't like to wait around, especially when there's a lot of stocks right now that have a lot more faster volume, faster movement, especially when we live in an age of meme stocks right now. But the last 6 months with Gevo have been very interesting. It has been up and down with the market. It has pretty much followed suit with the market if we look at the last 6 months. When we look at February of this year, 2021, Gevo followed suit with a lot of other renewable energy companies. That was right when Biden was coming in office. Biden was talking a whole lot about renewable energy. Every renewable energy company was going bananas at that moment, and Gevo was right there with it. But came the dramatic decline of the market. Then we saw that $6 mark with Gevo, and then it kind of just teeter-tottered here for a while, and then it went down again around May 13th, down to that $4 mark, and then kind of went right back into the $9, and then almost at a $9 bid price again. And now, as the market has been tanking here about the last 3-4 weeks, Gevo has been following suit. Now we're hitting under that $6 bid price on Gevo. So do I think it's a good time to buy Gevo? If you're in Gevo for the next few years, yeah, sure, this is good timing. And a lot of people don't want to hear this, and a lot of people don't care. But personally, I believe this year that the stock market is going to take an even bigger hit. I think we are going to see around November or October a colossal crash in the market. I think the housing market is really going to take a big hit here. I think loans are going to hit people really hard. I believe the housing market right then and there is going to get hit, which right in that moment is going to fall right on top of the stock market, and things are going to get bad. Things are going to get bad with banks. We've already seen Wells Fargo and some other large banks stop giving out loans. So as an investor, as someone who has to look in the future of what is coming, personally, I'm not buying a lot right now because I believe there's an even bigger chance that I could get Gevo for a cheaper price. And I'm going to be talking about this a lot in more videos because I believe there's a lot of stocks, especially a lot of growth stocks like Gevo, that are going to take really big hits if we do have a colossal crash here in another few months. Now, I'm not trying to scare people, but like I said, as an investor, we have to look at what's coming. Now, when I say a colossal crash, does this mean that, this is going to last for like 6 months? We're going to have a 6-month winter of just, the market is going to keep crashing? No, I do not, but I do believe in huge resets, and the housing market is going to reset. It's going to reset, and when it resets, it's going to hit the market with it. It's going to fall on top of it. It's going to be a little bit of a Jenga set here. It's not so much if, it's when. So why do I say this to you? I say this to you because if you're buying Gevo right now, if you're in it for the next few years, yeah, sure, it's fine. Buy it and put it to the side and look at it in 2 or 3 years when the company is really getting big, when more renewable energy companies are growing, they're being talked about more, it is in the mainstream media more, the EV market is on fire, and we're further along in the stock market. But the great thing we know with every big crash in the market, the stock market comes back even hotter, even stronger, and we see even bigger numbers. This is just the way of how the beast moves here. So right now, I believe there's a lot of people bullish on Gevo. A lot of people are believing in this company, that they believe what it can do. I'm a big fan of this company. I'm a big fan of what they do, what they look like, what they're going to be doing in the future, and that they're involved in 2 big sectors, which are jetliners and diesel fuel, with supplying it, which are billion-dollar markets. So friends, this is my little update with Gevo. I just want to keep people posted. Remember, August 12th, we're going to see the new quarterlies come out with Gevo, and they're going to be very interesting. And going into August here, we're probably going to see Gevo add a little more volume here, and we can even maybe see a $10 mark, especially if the market were to recover even the slightest bit going into August here. Because it looks like July is pretty much a washout. Not much more is going to happen here. So definitely watch this one. Put this one on the top of the list. This is one you definitely want to put in for the long run of what you could have. But friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone.